Hi there everyone and welcome to my channel. It's Saturday evening and I hope you're all having a great weekend. The weather here has been amazing for the past wee while. We've had lots of nice sun. So I thought I would come on tonight and you know how I made that mini book in my last video, which was this one. I'm hoping I've got this in the right frame here, because I've had to adjust the depth of where my camera is so that I could do some cinch binding tonight. So I made this little book and it's just with these, what do you call them, cards? I forget what you call them. I had it out the other day. You know what I mean though, I've chopped them in half. They come in 6x4s I think. And I chopped it down to 3x4. So I'm going to make another wee book with this tonight and just do it different from this. So the paper pad that I'm going to be using is from Violet Studio and it is the Best in Show. So it's kind of doggy papers. There's cut aparts and there's all sorts of lots of nice papers in here. I thought we'd do something that was a bit different. So these were the cut aparts. And I've decided I'm going to go with this one, I'm Dotty About You. So let's get rid of these ones because we're not going to use these just now. And I need to mat and layer this on something, but I'll come across that when we need to start bothering about this. So I'm going to put that to the side just now. I've got the papers already cut, but I haven't put them through the cinch to get the holes in them, so we can do that. I didn't do that on the last one, but I'll do it on this one. And I've got my cardboard cut out. So these are 3x4. And then the paper that I've chosen to go with this is like a Dalmatian paper, but it's flocked. I don't know if you can see that okay on here. It's very touchy-feely, it's very nice. And completely different from that last book that I made. So let's just get stuck into it. I've got my score tape ready. I'll switch my glue gun on, which is over here, and get that fired up just in case we need it. And then I'll try and not hit the camera with my head, which I've done several times already. And then we'll glue this paper down. So this card that I'm using was one of these mailbox packages that you get, you know, for sending small parcels. And I chopped one up because I couldn't find any cardboard. Everything's in my shed and I've not moved anything down from my shed yet. And I know that I've got tons of cardstock up there. This glue's a wee bit sticky. Oh, there we go. I thought it was going to be blocked, but here we're okay. So I'm hoping that I'm in frame here. I think I am. And let's just pop that down in the middle. Turn it over and give it a wee press. Make sure I'm still straight. Yeah, I'm not bad at that. And let's do the other one. That's coming out a lot better now. So I've just pottered about today. I've not done an awful lot. I've been to the horse a few times to feed her and bring her in and what have you. And I had to take hubby with me because my breathing is awful. I had to phone my consultant on Thursday and he told me to come right in on Friday. Had bloods done and what have you, and my inflammation levels in my body are way back up again, so He phoned me with the blood results this morning, and I have to take double the dose of steroids that I'm on, so I've started double dose of steroids. And he's talking about doing a more frequent infusion of the cyclophosphamide to dampen my immune system so that my body stops attacking itself. It's just a pain in the butt, because when it attacks itself, I get inflammation levels because it attacks the cartilage in my body. And it sets the inflammation levels in my body a wee high, sky high. And then I have trouble breathing and all sorts. But I'm starting to feel a little bit of a difference tonight. Oh God, I'm whistling. Apologies, I make loads of noises when I talk and try and breathe at the same time. But you all know that if you've been here for a while. So, sorry, I've rattled that with my head again. I'm on double dose of steroids for 5 days. Then I reduce it by 2 for another 5 days, and then I reduce it back down to what I was at. So I'm hoping in the next couple of days I'm going to start feeling a wee bit better, and breathing's going to be a wee bit more easier for me. I was that bad I couldn't even go out riding today because I just couldn't catch a breath. I'm okay if I sit and don't do anything, but the minute that I get up to do anything, I just can't breathe. I struggle to breathe and do anything. It's just, everything's just an effort. So, that's where I'm at. Again, so they're talking about doing regular cyclophosphamide infusions instead of just once a month. They were talking about maybe doing it day 2, day 4, day 7, or once a fortnight. They're not quite sure yet. Because this condition is unheard of, they don't know how to treat it, so I'm kind of a bit of a guinea pig, as I say. And it's all trial and error because they don't know how to treat it. Everything they've treated it with so far hasn't really worked. I should have mitered those corners and I didn't. See, that's what I get for blethering. Let me just do that now. I can't believe I didn't miter the corners. Not to worry. It's no biggie. We can fix it. We can fix it. So this just kind of consumes my life, and it's so annoying because I don't want it to consume my life, but when you're left with something that makes you not able to breathe every day and leaves you feeling horrendous, then it's very difficult to kind of block it out because it affects you 24/7. So yeah, it's not the easiest of illnesses to deal with. So let's just get our corners folded in, or sides, sorry. So there we go, so that's the first one done, and we'll get the second one done. So it's a bit of a journey. You know, he's been trying for a year to stabilise this, to stop it from giving me such a hard time. And, you know, they're struggling. There's like 6 consultants all involved. They've made me a case study because nobody's got it, and so if anybody gets this in the future, then yeah. So that's where I'm at. I'm just trying to think what I'm going to put on this side because I forgot about that. I want it to be something nice. I'm just wondering if I should do it the same. I wonder if I should do that or do that. That might be too safe. Let's go with this. Let's break it up a bit. So these are 3x4. So let's make it 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and keep everything crossed that fits in that bit, which it does. That's fine. Panic over. So 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, let's get this glued on. There we go. I haven't been out shopping for a while. Crafty shopping. It's been a wee while. Maybe I should do a crafty shop from my shed, because I've got so much stuff up there I don't even know half the stuff that I've got. I mean, I know all my inks are up there. They're probably all dried out by now. Because it's been 7 years since I've used any of them up there. That's crazy to think that I've had Rosie, my horse, for 7 years. Because when I got her, I stopped crafting, really. Well, not stopped crafting, but, you know, she took up a lot of my time, and now that I find that I'm back into crafting again, there's like not the same amount of shops, or everything's kind of, a lot of paper lines have gone, and there's not the same availability as there used to be. That's a good word. There's not the same availability. I just wished I lived in America, because you guys across there get all the nice stuff out of Michael's and Joann's and Hobby Lobby. I know Hobby Lobby's closing down, but you know, at least you've still got it in the meantime. Okay, so that's going to be our front and our back. I'm going to make that the back cover and that the front cover, because that cardboard bent a little bit, and you can actually, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see it just along there. It's left a wee creased line. Can you see that? You can only see that if it's on the back. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll get the cinch out, cut this, cut that, cut all the pages, and then we can decorate the front after it. Does that sound like a plan? So I still have this set. Hope I can get this in without banging everything. I'll shift that wee light, move these across. Now it'll tell you how old this is, because it's a Heidi Swap one, and I've had it for donkey's years. So I've already got all the little things in, and I know that I need to set it at that 1 inch mark there, and then just pull it down. So that's the front. The back I need to put in facing up the way. I think that's right, because I did that wrong in that last book and I had to take it to bits. And hopefully, yeah, so you can see that they line up. Can you see that okay? So that's good. That's good news. Right, now we need to get holes in these wee notepads. Oh, sorry, I'm knocking this again. So I'm just again going to put this in at the 1 inch mark and cut the holes in it and put it face down. Again, put them in, line it up to the 1 inch mark. Apologies if I'm knocking things. Okay. And I knocked it again. That was my specs that knocked it there. The pole's really close to my head. We've got 2 more to do. I think I'll get 2 more batches out of this. Hopefully I'll not knock it. There's a paper line that I'm really wanting to try and get my hold of, and I'll need to see if I can try and get it from an international seller on eBay. And I think it's there's a cowgirl one, and then there's another one that's really pretty. I'm going to split this into 2. I think it's a sea themed one. I'm sure it's a sea themed one, and it's really pretty. I think it's got jellyfish and all sorts of things in it. But I can't remember the name of it. I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere. But then again, this is me just waffling while I think I need to empty this. Hang on a wee minute. And there we go. There was wee bits of chips of paper at the back that was stopping from pushing back. Okay, that's us all done, I think. I can move this out the way. Just put it on the floor down there. And we've got a wee bit in there that we need to pull out. Oh no, I need that I need it for doing the binding rings. I forgot about that. It's the major part of a notebook, isn't it? Now, I think this needs to go on top like that. We need a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I need to cut that. Let me just, knock that again, I'm really sorry. There we go. Toenail clippers work wonders on that, in case you're wondering what I was using. Right, so I need that to go at the back. So that needs to go that way, I think. No, that, because, yeah. And then that'll flip over like that, yeah. I'm right enough in what I'm saying. Get this back up. Really sorry. And I need to, I've got that right along here, so that's fine. Pop that, oh, really, really sorry, you ladies. Right, so that's in there. Let me just get that out of the way. And I've managed to get that closed. And that's our wee notebook. It's really pretty, eh? Okay, so we need to get this on here, but it's slightly too big. I need to trim this down a little bit. So let's just chop that. Chop that. What size is that now? It's about 2.5. So if I take a bit off of there, let's see how that's going to look. I don't know if you can hear the blackbirds singing outside my window, but it's really nice. Okay, so that's going to fit on there. Just. I always like to mat and layer things. And I'm not going to be able to do that with that. But I've got an idea. So let me just get this glued down. I bought the Rick Rack, the Rick Rack borders from KS Craft. I'm sure they're in my drawer down there now. I did cut some out, but I'm sure I did weird colours and it's not going to go with this. But if I can get that dug out and cut out some nice fancy pink ones, I think that that would look nice along the top and the bottom there. So these are the ones that I did previously. They're not the right colours, so we'll sort that. But I'll just bring them out to let you see them because they're so pretty. And what I'm thinking about is maybe putting something along the top like that and along the bottom. Obviously not in green. Copper's not going to be any good. Well, that might do actually. Something different, isn't it? I'm thinking something metallic pink. I don't want anything psychedelic like that. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking. I just need to find the dies. I thought they were in this drawer. Maybe they're up here. I think I maybe brought them out. I can't pause my video or it'll stop, and I can't join my videos together because it'll, I'm just having a look to see if I can find them. Right, they're not where I thought they were, but what I'll do is I will stop the video now, find them, add what I'm going to add to the front of this, take a picture, and it'll be on the thumbnail of the video, and you'll be able to see the finished booklet, notebook, once I'm done, because there's not much point in dragging this video on any longer. It's 23 minutes as it is. I'll finish it off and do a picture. So I'll stop now and just say thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again soon with another video, and I shall catch you later. Have a great weekend.